Okay, welcome to today's video. We're going to be having a look at the Caddx FPV walnut, which is a new camera from Caddx FPV, similar to the Orca, the Dolphin, and yeah. So let's crack it open and see what we get inside. Get my trusty little knife. Let's see if we can get this open. There. There. Okay, and on the top, let's try and there we go. Get this plastic off. We don't need that, just chuck it away. Okay, so let's get this open. Okay, so first off, we will have a look at this now. That's the exciting part. You can chuck the box away unless you want to use it for something, I don't know. But we get a little quick start guide, which is very useful. So I'm guessing we scan the QR code and that will take us to the app. Or, no, it actually takes us to a digital version of the instructions, which is pretty damn cool. But it does have a short little diagram on the back of it, in case you don't want to go through the hassle of scanning the QR code. But it's always nice to have that. Okay, let's get into the actual, the business end. Okay, let's open this up. Nice little case, similar to like what you would get with your GoPro, but it's nice that they've thought of that. Just makes it feel more premium. So there we go. Okay, so I got the camera that comes with the ND filters. It does have a version that only comes with the camera, but for the price that you get it for, that version that comes with the ND filters, why not just get the ND filter? So yeah. Okay, we'll get to the camera later. Let's have a look what we get inside. So I'm not quite sure what this would be. Must be something to do with the lens. I'll figure out what that is. Let's get all this out. Okay, it's a nice little bag. It looks like it is got a nice cleaning cloth. Always nice to have a little microfiber. Unfortunately, everything nowadays in the FPV community or whatever, you get these in everything, so you kind of build up a collection, which is not bad. You never know when you'll need them, but yeah. Okay, next in the bag, I've got a USB-C cable, standard USB-C cable, standard with everything that you get, basically. Nowadays everything is USB-C, so that's cool. Okay, last thing in the bag, let's see. Actually, last two things in the bag. So, nice nut and bolt to secure it to a mount, in case whatever you're mounting it to doesn't have one. So it's nice that they included that. They have actually thought of people that don't have the hardware that they need. Then the last thing is a little USB-C adapter that'll go from your quad or flight controller to the camera, so you can charge it while you're flying. So I think this is going to be very useful, especially if you are using it on a little Cineloop like this, which I'm going to be using it. This will be nice. You can power it from the flight controller and have more flight time with the camera, so that'll be awesome. I will do a tutorial on how to wire this up if I do decide to wire it. So yeah, if you don't see a video on that, then you know I didn't choose to do that, but if you do, then obviously, yeah. So that's that out the way, all the accessories. Let's get into the main hardware pieces. So this is the little charger. It's a little magnetic charger, so the same as the Caddx Peanut or Insta360 cameras. Same kind of idea. I'll show you how that goes on now, once we get the camera out. First we get a ND8 filter, which is nice. That's what I use on my GoPro, my Hero 10. So it's nice that they included that. Next filter is an ND16. So it's nice that you have a little bit of a variety. So on those very, very harsh sunny days, you have choices to choose from, which is nice. Okay, now the good part. Let's get this out. Get it out of the case, if we can. There we go. And there she is. Absolutely amazing. Very tiny. Same form factor as the GoPro Sessions, or like I said in the beginning of the video, the Caddx Orca, Dolphin. Same with the Runcam Orange. Yeah, so same form factor as that. So this will fit your old Hero, not Hero, your old session mounts. So if you have those and you're using them, then you don't have to worry about getting new mounts. This will fit straight into that. But saying that, Caddx have decided, and very, very nice that they actually decided to do that, is they have your own, they've provided injection molded mount, which is fantastic. I really like this. It's just more, makes it feel more premium instead of a 3D printed mount. So if you have a 3D printed mount, okay, this one's a bit dirty, but I haven't cleaned it yet. But I mean, what would you rather have? I mean, this looks a lot more premium than this, even though that has Caddx on it, but this is quite nice. So I think I'll be using this for the majority of anything I use the camera with. But in case this breaks, because it's plastic will break eventually, I think then it's good to have a backup. But other than that, that's perfect. I think this is amazing. I keep dropping it. I don't know why. It's slippery. It's very smooth. So that's fantastic. I really like that. Okay, moving on from that, let's see how it stacks up against a GoPro. So that's how big it is compared to the GoPro. I would say it's about, actually it's less than half the size of the GoPro. Obviously it is thicker, so yeah, I'm not quite sure, but it is lighter. It is a lot lighter, so it is very nice. Okay, so let me show you how the charger goes on. So simple as this, just like that. Take it off and put it on. As easy as that. You wouldn't want anything better than that. I mean, that's amazing. If you're in a hurry, just slap it on and it charges. Done. Now for the little cable adapter, you're going to have to use this. Run from the quad to this if you want to use it from the battery voltage on your drone. So you're going to have to stick this onto the back and then run this into there to be able to do the power it from the drone. It's not a train smash, it's just a little bit of a thing sticking out the back, but that's fine. But yeah, other than that, let's get into powering it up and seeing what this looks like. Alright, so now that you've got the instructions in front of you, you want to scroll through, just try and memorize what everything is, and what everything does, so that you get familiar of, okay, so the button with the M on is the function button, and single press switches the resolution, press for 3 seconds turns on the Wi-Fi and off the Wi-Fi, which is pretty cool. I'll show you how the Wi-Fi works now once we get onto the app. Also, you would need to download the app so that you can change settings manually. I think that's the best way to do it. So that's that. Here's the wiring diagram to power it off of the flight controller. So this is pretty straightforward. So yellow wire goes to a UART of your choice if you have an open one. put it there. Ground goes to ground, obviously, and then VBAT or 5 volt. It says minimum 5 volts, so you could power it off of straight 5 volt, which is what I'm thinking I'm going to do. So that's pretty straightforward. Then there's some instructions on how to get it to be able to control from your controller. So that I'll cover in a separate video. Data transmission. So this is all stuff you need to read through and make sure you understand to work the camera the best way possible. Now I'm going to enlarge this, so if you are on YouTube or wherever you're watching this, take a screenshot of the QR code. If you don't have the QR code, then take a screenshot now so that you have it, so that you can get yourself the instructions and the app. So yeah, it's just nice that you can scroll through and read everything. It tells you what every color light means. So camera is charging is a red light, 4K is a green light, 2.7 is a blue light, 1440 is a cyan light, which is cool. 1080 is also a cyan. So that could be a bit confusing there, but I'm not quite sure if you would be using those two very much. Steady red light indicator is light flashing, so that's charging while recording. And then yeah, it just tells you all the basics that you need to know. So yeah, I would highly recommend just reading through this, making sure you understand everything, and then pop over to the app. Alright, so once you've gone through the manual and you understand what's going on, let's go into the app. You need to download the app, make sure it's downloaded and everything's there. So we're going to open the app. Okay. Now we need to just make sure, while using the app, just go through all the steps. Now you want to power on your camera. You'll hear that annoying beep, which is interesting. Then you want to press and hold the button that has the M on it for the Wi-Fi mode. Okay, so now we want to connect camera. Let's see what it says. Go to Caddx. Enter password, which I'm guessing is 123, or is it 01234? Guessing, or not. Hang on, what's the password? Let's see what the password is. So it's 128. Okay, my mistake. See, read the manual and you'll understand what the hell they want from you. See, pay attention, otherwise you'll make mistakes. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Connect. Oh my gosh. Okay. Checking quality of internet connection. Okay. Yes. Only this time. Okay, so now we can go back. Press back. Okay, enter camera. And there we go. Everything's working the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, let's see, where can we go? Let's go to settings. Okay, so we got resolution. We can change between 4K 60, 4K 30, 4K 34:3, which is awesome. 2.7K 60, which is also in 4:3. We got 2.7 30, which is also 4:3. Then we've got 2.7 in 60 frames per second and 30 frames per second, so I'm guessing that's 16:9. We've got 1440 in 60 frames per second. Got 1440 in 30 frames per second. We've got 1080 in 120 frames per second, which is cool. I wish they would have that in the higher resolutions, but beggars can't be choosers. So yeah, that's it's quite a wide range of settings. So I'm going to set it to 4K 60 because I like the slow-mo stuff. Segment, actually don't know what that is, so just leave that alone. Audio is on, so you can switch it on or off. So what only H.264. Why? Maybe if I update the camera, then it'll be available in H.265, but H.264 is fine because that's majority of things use that, so that's cool. Gyro data, we want that on because we are going to be using gyro flow. Exposure 0, shutter auto, ISO auto, everything's auto. Image quality high, so you can switch between high and standard. I'm going to leave it on high. Filter, we leave that normal. So yeah, shutter, ISO, we will change around when we mess with filters. So yeah, that's the settings. It's pretty straightforward. It's quite nice that they have quite a variety of resolutions you can choose from. So that's pretty damn cool. I'm going to keep it on 4K 60. Everything else can stay the same for now until we mess with it later on. Cool, so let's move from the app and yeah, get to actually mounting it onto my little quad and seeing what it does, how it fits and the weight and everything. Alright, so now let's do the comparison between the GoPro and the Walnut. Let's see what's heavier. Obviously we know what's going to be heavier, but just for the sake of completeness, we'll do a comparison. So we switch on our scale. Let's do the GoPro first. This is with the battery. So it's the GoPro, 155 grams. So that's standard, I guess. Okay, here's the Walnut at 67 grams. Now, that's excluding the little mount, so let's add that as well. So the total weight is 79 grams. So it's quite a little heavy guy. Let's just check the GoPro again. So it's 155 compared to 79 grams. It's pretty good, especially if you want the lightest weight possible. Then this is perfect. Now let's put it onto my little Cinewoop and see what the all-up weight is there. Okay, so this is the dry weight of my little Pavo 25. It's the dry weight, so it's 152. So it's pretty close to what the GoPro weighs actually. So that's the dry weight. Okay, so let's see what it weighs with the Pavo, with the Caddx Walnut. 230. Okay, so it's getting a bit heavier. Now let's see what it weighs with the battery and the camera. So the drone, put the drone there. Just make sure 230, it's the same. Add the battery. We are at 328. So this is not a sub 250 drone anymore with the Walnut on. With the Walnut off, it is 250, so it's literally right on the number. But with the Walnut, yeah, 230, 228, round about there. So it's not too bad. I mean, it's better than flying with this freaking heavy ass GoPro. But yeah, so that's the weight. I think that'll be perfect for this little drone. I have flown this with the Hero 10 and it was not happy at all. It was not impressed, but I think it'll go better with this little camera. It's more suited to this little drone. Okay, so now let's see how the ND filters come off. Alright, so the way the filters or lenses come off, you literally just grab it and twist. So it just screws off. See, it came off very easy, just like that. So you grab your ND filter, ND8 or ND16, the same way this came off, just slide it back on and just find the right thread. Hopefully this goes back on easier than it came off, which it isn't. There we go, there we go. Oop. Yeah, no, this is quite difficult actually. Yeah, especially if you have big fingers like I do, it's not the easiest thing to do. So I'm having quite a difficult time here, Caddx. So if you're watching this, I found the first thing that is annoying about this little camera. Let's get this locked on. There we go. There we go. That's the tightest I'm going to get that on there. So yeah, take this damn peel off. Nice and shiny now. So that's how you do that. Hopefully you don't have these big ass fingers like I do, so it will be easier for you to get that on and off. But it's the same concept as the Hero 10, so if you're familiar with taking one of these off, then you'll be fine. But otherwise, yeah. Okay, so that's that. I will have a full review video on this, a comparison between this and the Hero 10. Obviously, to make it fair, I will limit this to 4K and do a little bit of a comparison video for you. So if you want to watch that, then I suggest you subscribe so you don't miss out on it. All the products that you've seen in this video, there are links in the description. Also, sponsor for today's video is, you guessed it, Slayer Energy. Now, if you are local to South Africa and you enjoy energy drinks, then I think Slayer Energy will be the perfect fit for you. This doesn't have any bad side effects. It doesn't have you don't crash from it. The flavor's good. Doesn't have any harsh aftertaste. It's just fantastic. Now, this is their new flavor, which is blood orange. Personally, this is my favorite flavor so far. It just tastes amazing. It is not what you expect when you think of blood orange. It's yeah. Just do yourself a favor. Go to the link in the description. Get yourself a box, or 2 boxes, or 3 boxes, and enjoy, because this is going to be the best on the market very, very soon. So I highly recommend. With that out the way, thank you for watching. I really hope that you go and get yourself one of these. Go get yourself a Slayer Energy subscription, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video.